สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ
Hi and welcome to my channel. Today I have a very special guest with me and his name is Jan. Welcome.
Hey everyone.
Thank you for being here.
Nice to having me.
So Jan is an admin of a group on Facebook called Farang.
Can understand Thai culture.
Not just learn, okay?
Yes.
So can understand Thai culture.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about this group? What is the goal?
Sure, yeah. Well, it all started a couple of years back when there was the Farang Can Learn Thai language group, and some of the admins noted that not all the questions were related to language. Some were related more to cultural things.
Okay.
So that's when I took the initiative and basically created a group specifically for questions about culture, Thai culture.
I see. Okay, so you have been in Thailand for 7 years, right?
4 years.
4 years?
Yeah,
okay, but you've
4
been
years.
learning the language for
at least 7-8 years.
So
yeah.
you consider yourself being fluent, I guess?
I think you can never climb the mountain of fluency, but I'm on the way like everyone else. Yeah.
Okay, so you're an admin of the language group for Farang or expats. Just wondering, what's your take on the importance of learning culture as part of a learning language as well?
I would say imagine you have someone here and this person is from a Western background and this person could suddenly speak Thai, like fluent Thai, without understanding the culture. I would say that helps almost nothing in getting by with everyday problems, work or private problems. So yeah, it needs both, in my opinion. And I face that actually every day because I consider myself quite fluent and I talk to my staff mostly in Thai, talk to clients in Thai, visit clients, and it doesn't really help me understanding culture. So I kind of need to learn that along learning Thai.
So it's quite important.
Yeah, I would say.
Okay. Have you been working with Thai people? Do you have like team?
Yeah, I have a team.
They're all Thai?
Yes. I have a team of currently 4 Thai people, younger than me.
Okay.
Yeah. The team members' average age here is around 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is like working with Thai people? What are the perks?
Thai people are really nice. I wouldn't be here if that's not the case. Environment, the people are very relaxed.
This is sabai concept.
Yeah, kinda. I can feel that this collectivism and preserving a positive feeling within the group is very important. Yeah.
Okay.
So sometimes you don't point out mistakes or you don't talk about negative things in order to preserve that. And,
that dynamics, that energy within the group, right?
Yes, and just to maintain stability, social stability, I would say, within the group or within the company, even amongst clients.
Okay.
How you maintain them is by sometimes not really talking about something negative, even though it's true. So if we work, or if in my field I work with the client and I crunch numbers. So numbers don't lie and numbers just tell you the facts. Like if the numbers look bad, they look bad. And you can't really make them look good without faking them. And sometimes it seems like we go to a very close line of almost faking the number. We don't fake or lie or anything, but it's very close. It's like borderline. And just to maintain like this positive mindset and not talking about negative things with clients internally, etc.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. What about other perks?
Well, a lot of food. All the time.
Yeah.
Like Thai people love to eat. I love to eat, so it's really nice. You don't really have fixed hours when
just have some snacks.
Yeah, breakfast, lunch, dinner. No. Whenever you're hungry and between the main meals, you also go to like 7-Eleven or you have a coffee outside. You get a lot of snacks.
So you speak Thai. I was wondering if the language, like your ability to speak the language, actually helps, your communication with the team.
It does because I see speaking to someone in English versus speaking to someone in Thai, in their native language, let's say, it opens hearts. It opens the people's hearts. And you can immediately see that when people start to smile. When people...
open hearts.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about frustrations because we talk about the perks, right?
Okay.
So I understand a lot of you guys probably, you know, go through some frustrations working with people of different culture. It doesn't have to be Thai. So because of the cultural differences, can you share with us the frustrations that you might have had in the past or even now?
Yeah, it's ongoing, of course.
Yes.
It's not a single-sided thing, right? I can't go to another country and say like people are weird and I face problems because of that. It's just very important to understand that first when you arrive in another country. And then what you face what I face in Thailand is language, it's culture, and to be specific, it's to be less direct. Like that's difficult.
Non-confrontational.
Non-confrontational, yes, and to build and maintain relationships. That's hard for me. That's entirely up to the person. I'm like a person, I'm not very close to colleagues at work, even in my home country. For me, work and private life is very separated. That's maybe also a thing for Swiss people. We are considered very cold. We're difficult to open up, and it takes a long time to become friends with someone.
Okay.
At least that's what people say about us.
Not like Thai at all. We're just like super easy to get along with. Okay.
But that's individual. That's for me. That's what I face as a problem.
So I think this boils down to the differences between collectivism culture, right, and individualism. Yeah. Because you're from individualistic culture.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, can you explain about individualistic culture for a little bit?
I would say it's like everyone tries to achieve their own
personal
goals, success. They try to achieve happiness by whatever they consider to be their goal. And everyone's fine if you try to follow your path, no matter what happens with others. I mean, as long as you don't affect others in a negative way. Yeah.
Okay.
And everyone respects. That's also a big thing. It's not only that people try to pursue their own dreams. It's also that people respect those dreams, and respect if that person makes a decision that affects the group, even within family. Like my parents would never tell me what to do, but I would also never tell my family what to do, or I would never tell my children what they have to learn or who they have to marry.
How do you find planning, like Thai style planning?
Thai style planning is very spontaneous. That can be very good, especially
I'm very spontaneous too.
Yeah, it's again, it depends on the person, but I would say in the big picture, planning is less emphasized, yes.
In Thai culture.
Yes. You can open the fridge of people here.
Yes.
Right? You don't plan your groceries for 3 weeks.
Yeah, because 7-Eleven is right here.
Yeah, 7-Eleven is right here. Also, time, like being punctual. You don't really plan to be there on time because you have excuses like traffic, etc. We also have traffic jams back home, and we also have problems back home. But you plan for these. If you know there's an uncertainty that you're maybe late up to 30 minutes, you would just go 30 minutes earlier than what you initially planned.
I think the problem is we don't really expect the worst because we're pretty optimistic, I would say, but Western people usually prepare for the worst, right? Doesn't mean that the worst will happen, but Thais in general, we don't see that anything is that bad. And like we tend to solve the problems instead of like prevent the problems from happening, I think.
This also has a good side, good and bad side. I mean, if you constantly fear for the worst.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad
stressed. Yeah.
So if you focus on
you're constantly stressed.
Yeah, you will be constantly stressed. Good point.
How to get them to speak the truth and not being เกรงใจ and
You can't.
Yeah.
That's
So,
the answer.
Yeah.
Honestly, you have to make them feel safe. That whatever they're gonna say to you, like will stay secret or will not get them into trouble. Because that's part of the collectivistic culture aspects, right? Because we want to make sure that, you know, even though it's, I know what happened in a group and we see that, okay, it's wrong, but we want to maintain these dynamics, the unity of the group. We cannot really tell people or call them out that, hey, this is wrong, and even offer solutions that, hey, you know, we can do this better. We could have done this. How are we gonna, you know, solve it and stuff like that. So, like for me, I rather stand for the truth of what is right than pleasing some people. But it's the opposite of what most Thai would do, because we place the importance, and it's not their fault. You know, it's because we place the importance of collectivism and the group's goal.
Group's goal, stability.
So it's how we were raised, right?
And there's no need to, like, if you're the foreigner working, coming to Thailand, working here, it's not your job to change that. And you can't.
Exactly.
And you can't. And it's not your job.
Yeah, try to understand and adapt and find maybe the middle ground. You know, what is your middle ground?
My middle ground is, I try to follow that, not accusing people, especially not in a group setting. If you're in a meeting and you point out what happened, like if a project failed or something failed, you lose a customer or something. Like even small keywords sometimes can be very fatal, sensitive. Like even
fatal?
You
use the word fatal?
No, sensitive. How to make things better.
How to make things better. So better, some people might take it the wrong way, as in
like, what I did wasn't
wrong.
Good.
Or what I was doing was so bad. So I changed my way of talking to people, even to that degree. Like I'm not saying, okay, you did this for 1 year, let's make it better by doing that. I don't even say that anymore. I try to say like, wow, that's good. I have another idea, let's try that additionally. Like not even mentioning the word better, because that could suggest like, okay, what they did wasn't good. Like, oh, that's already good, but I have another idea. Okay. That's a good way to approach it. I think that's like very, very smart way to do that. So I went through a lot of situations, not a lot, maybe some situations where a non-Thai would say, oh, is it because you're Thai and you're afraid of losing face and you cannot take criticisms? For me, criticisms and bullies are different. If you just call someone names, that's bullies. That's not criticisms. Criticisms for me are something that are, meant to encourage the person to do better, right? So face losing is when you feel embarrassed in front of the group, in
mostly,
public, right?
When you give feedback or negative feedback, criticism, while other people are in the room.
But do you do that in other culture? I mean, do you do that in your culture? Is it okay to criticize someone in front of other people?
I think it's never okay. That's not something related to Thai culture. Like I live by giving criticism in private, and I always forget the word chom in English.
The word what?
Chom.
Compliment.
Compliment. Compliment in public and criticize in private.
Okay, so that's not really Thai culture thing.
I consider it being universally like good work etiquette.
I see.
Not only work, also
because like if you have conflicts, it's better explained in private, right? I would say, even though you have like, especially it's like personal conflicts, like with just two people. You're not gonna bring it to the meeting. And embarrass the other person. And also not like criticize someone who's not here. Yeah.
Like you're in a group
Yeah.
and you criticize someone who's not here.
So talking behind their back, basically.
Yeah, basically.
That's not acceptable. Maybe some tips and suggestions before we wrap up this session?
I would say stop accusing and just focus on the problem solving part instead of trying to find out who or why something failed. Well, why you have to know, but who is not so important. Don't focus too much on that. And secondly, I would say what we just said earlier is a compliment in public, criticize in private.
Yeah, that's like universal.
Yeah, that's universal. Yeah. That's nothing special. Be very open-minded and focus on a middle ground. Like you cannot enforce your style, what you know from back home, but you will also probably not be able to adapt fully or immerse fully in the Thai culture, especially not in the beginning.
Yeah, maybe compromising is the key, right?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that Thai people or Thai workers, we don't expect foreigners to accept or immerse themselves fully in the culture. Like we have to kind of like do whatever we do according to the culture. Like we don't expect that. We just maybe you try to understand. That's already good enough. But when it comes into practice, you might not have to do it fully, but at least be respectful and aware why it is what it is instead of trying to change it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, that's a good point. I tried. I think the word is assimilation.
Yeah, assimilation. Okay.
I
like that word too.
Yeah, my first approach was actually I wanted to assimilate. I wanted to change myself to be fully Thai. That was when I arrived here. I said, okay, I focus 100% on learning the language and the culture, and I change everything about me to be fully aligned. Okay. And what happened then is that I stopped, or it confuses yourself because you forget who you are.
Okay.
And it makes you confused because you have certain values and they might not be compatible with the culture here. So you have to find the middle ground. You cannot fully, most people will not be able to fully assimilate.
Right. So to work with people of different cultures efficiently, you don't have to be like them. You can keep your own identity, but as long as you will be, as long as you are culturally sensitive and aware of the other person's culture or practice as well. Yeah. And then we can live or work happily together. Okay.
Happily.
All right. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And มีอะไรจะบอกไหม
No.
Anyway, so thank you very much for being here. Yeah. And if you guys want him to be on my channel again, talk more about this business culture in Thailand, then I can have him on my channel again, talk more about it, okay? All right, thank you and have a great day. Bye!
Bye.
Hi and welcome to my channel today ลืมสวัสดีค่ะเดี๋ยวนะสวัสดีค่ะสวัสดีครับนะไอ้ก็จะแบบสวัสดีค่ะสวัสดีครับไม่สวัสดีค่ะก่อนแล้วอยู่สวัสดีครับแล้วเดี๋ยวจะบอกว่า welcome to my channel
Okay, sure
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ
นานไหม
2 คนดูแบบ